Welcome to Athletics Midpoint on GSPN, starring me, Aaron Smith, GSPN's lead anchor, in case you've forgotten. Today, I'm going to talk to you about why the Dallas Cowboys are going to win the Super Bowl this year. They're going to go into a great week here. We just come off a terrible loss.
Stop right there.
Of course. Jack Sportsman, what are you doing here? I thought I fired you.
Well, I am back.
You're back? Okay, well, guess what? This is my show now.
Not anymore. It's my time to shine. You are done.
You know what? Fine. Gonna come at me. The executives, they want what they want. They want what they want. And what they want is not worth it. So, guess what? I'm gonna bid you farewell. I hope the execs are happy. The show's gonna freaking tank.
Who needs that? This is more like it. I, Jack Sportsman, am back and here to make his return to Athletics Midpoint, only on GSPN. What's good, everyone, and welcome to Athletics Midpoint with Jack Sportsman on your home for sports, GSPN. I am the aforementioned Jack Sportsman, and today I am joined by two of my wonderful colleagues. Starting off right next to me at the desk is Twitter analyst John Johnson. John, I am so happy to have you on the show.
This might be a hot take, but I'm happy to be here, Jack. Better call my chair the hot seat because my takes are going to be fire.
Also joining me today is a 9-time sports all-star and 4-time sports champion. It's the Hall of Famer herself, Allie Oop.
Thank you, Jack. Glad to be able to share my wisdom with the GSPN audience. It's not every day a Hall of Famer comes around here, so I hope you're ready.
Well then, let's get right into it with some analysis. Today's first play comes to us from the NFL. In this play, we see the Colts line up in a very odd formation. On 4th down, they decide to have everyone but the quarterback and center line up on the right side of the field. And well, it ends about as well as you'd expected. So Allie, why don't you walk us through this one?
Well, Jack, as a sports Hall of Famer myself, I like to think I know a thing or two, and this play was beyond crazy. I mean, this is the kind of play that a coach would run if they have their money on the other team. It's just not good football to be running a play like this that has no purpose.
Sorry, Allie, but I'm going to have to disagree with you. This might be a hot take, but I think this play was genius. I mean, clearly the offense thought the quarterback smelled weird. That's why they all grouped up on the other side of the field, to protect their noses. Sure, it won't win you the game, but is a win really worth putting up with funky smells?
Well, you two make some very phenomenal points. But to add to the analysis, let's welcome to the show New York Giants quarterback Daniel Jones. Mr. Dimes, glad you could join us remotely on your day off.
Thanks, Jack. That play you just showed there was bad. No way around it. Danny Dimes would never call a play like that because he's a winner. I mean, I'm Daniel Jones, baby. I'm hurt you even show an elite quarterback like me an awful play like that.
Well, that wasn't really analysis, but okay. Thank you, Daniel. Moving forward, we now switch gears to the MLB. So on this play, the ball is hit into left field, and as the fielder goes to get the ball, he takes his eye off of it and misses. After it rolls to the wall, the fielder picks it up and throws a strike from about 300 feet away to get the runner out. So guys, let's break down this crazy play.
Well, this might be a hot take, but I think this play is horrible. Sure, he got the out, but this dude was just trying to show off. Call it a hot take, but I think he missed on purpose.
John, I'm going to have to agree with you. This is just bad baseball right here. My uncle used to say, keep your eye on the ball. The ball will end up in your mouth. I mean, you just have to remember the fundamentals, and paying attention to the game is one of them. If I had done something like this, I would have been cut the next day. But this Hall of Famer makes no mistakes.
Well, great work, guys. But I am just in the awe of that throw that he made. Of course, a throw like that is easy for me, but it was still cool. Anyways, moving on to our final play. And for this one, we are staying with baseball. In this play, a Yankees player hits the ball right off the top of the wall. Thinking he has a home run, he rounds the bases only to be thrown out. It appeared everyone in the stadium thought it was a home run, including the first base coach, who even high-fived the batter while he rounded first base. So guys, what do you have to say for this play?
You know, Jack, this is just not good baseball. As a professional, it's important to know the rules of the game that you're getting paid millions to play. And a home run has to go over the wall, not off of it.
This might be one of my colder takes, but I think this play was not only perfect, but intentional. By pretending it was a home run, he very well could have confused the defense long enough to run home. He knew it wasn't a home run, so he tried to trick the other team into thinking it was. Genius play right there.
Wonderful job as always, but sadly that's all we have for analysis. Keeping on the theme of baseball, we here at GSPN would like to highlight two people on the 2022 World Series champions, the Houston Astros. First is cancer survivor turned world champion Trey Mancini. The other notable champion is Astros manager Dusty Baker, who managed nearly 4,000 games before winning his first ring and co-invented the high five.
I know this might be a hot take, but I'm glad the Astros won the World Series. But only because Mancini and Baker were able to get rings. Both men deserve to hoist the Commissioner's Trophy this season.
I couldn't agree more, John, but let's shift things from the Astros to one of their rivals, the Yankees. Outfielder Aaron Judge hit 62 home runs this past season, an American League record. So what's everyone's thoughts on this very historic milestone?
I mean, it's just incredible. Aaron Judge can now say he's hit the most home runs in a single season without having to testify in front of Congress about it. A surprisingly true fact.
Yeah, this might be a hot take, but I think this Judge guy is pretty good at baseball.
That's not really a hot take. Of course he's good at baseball. In fact, most of your takes aren't hot. Do you just start your sentences that way?
This might be a hot take, but no, I don't. Sometimes I say it's a cold take.
Well, folks, we were not the only people in the awe of Judge's achievement. In fact, it felt like most of America was rooting for the 6'7" outfielder. But in the crowd of cheers, one voice stood out. Amongst the rest, as acclaimed actor, a beloved actor, actually, that's not right either, actor Adam Sandler tweeted out his support for Judge. To further discuss how he felt about the accomplishment, please welcome to the show, Adam Sandler.
Hey, it's me, Adam Sandler. I think Judge did that baseball thing really well. He had such a perfect season, I think. I mean, his season was so perfect, I started calling it Hotel Transylvania 2.
Well, thank you for coming on the show today. Always appreciate you taking time out of your very busy schedule.
Yeah, we're in between filming scenes for Grown Ups 3. I've been trying to get them to make Click 2 for the longest time, but they keep telling me, Adam, no one clicks things anymore. So, I figured I'd come in and talk sports with a sports guy.
It's Sportsman, actually. But anyways, with any historic event, Hollywood always wants to put their spin on it. That's why the story of Aaron Judge's season is being adapted into a major motion picture. Directors such as Spielberg and Abrams and Cameron were up for the job, but in the end, it was indie director MIKEY SABER that won it out. Mr. SABER joins us now to talk more about the movie.
Thank you, Jack. I would just like to say how I am in awe of what Mr. Judge has accomplished. He is to baseball what Citizen Kane is to film. He has changed the game, and that is why, for the Judge movie, I had to cast the perfect person. So this holiday season, starring my new movie, Aaron Judge, the musical, the titular character will be played by none other than Zendaya.
What a great choice, Mr. SABER. I'm hoping you can shake it up with that movie, but sadly, we've got to let you go. Thanks for coming, though.
It was my pleasure, Jack. I always enjoy indulging in the athletic arts, as they say in the film industry. Goodbye.
Moving on with our show, we asked both our great analysts what their favorite sports movie is. So let's start out with Allie and what her choice is.
Well, Jack, I gave this a lot of thought, and I'm going to have to say that Space Jam is my favorite movie. I know they're just cartoon characters, but seeing the Toon Squad play high IQ basketball, getting in the paint, and just having good fundamentals makes me enjoy the movie so much.
I'm not sure that's 100% accurate, but we don't have time to unpack that. So, John, what do you have for us?
Well, my favorite sports movie is Rocky. I know it's kind of a hot take, but I just love a good underdog story.
How is that a hot take? Rocky is regarded as one of the most influential sports movies of all time. That's quite possibly one of the coldest takes you could have.
I'm going to have to stop you right there, actually, there, Allie, because I do agree it is a hot take. I mean, who would like a movie where the character loses at the end? Jack Sportsman here is a winner. And I, for one, only root for winners. Besides, Rocky can't even come close to my favorite movie, Field of Dreams.
Are you talking about the movie with ghost baseball players?
I'm talking about the greatest movie ever. You know, if you build it, they will come. A Catch with Dad. The Cornfields. How could you not love this movie? It's so perfect.
I don't know. This is kind of a hot take, but ghost baseball players just aren't scary. Not sure why they'd make a horror movie with such non-threatening villains.
Did you just call Field of Dreams a horror movie? Field of Dreams highlights the nostalgic feelings of baseball with a feel-good story about a family. How could you not love that?
Whoa, Jack, calm down. It's just a movie.
Just a movie? It's not just a movie, it's my life.
Then you must have a pretty sad life.
That's it. Just get out. Get out of my studio right now and never come back.
This might be a hot take, but no one should get that worked up over a movie.
Well, now that all that ghost baseball player haters are gone, I can safely welcome my next guest. We have spent millions of dollars and hundreds of hours of sensitivity training to bring back some of baseball's greatest stars from the dead. But instead of them, we got this guy instead, all the way from 1922. Please welcome the captain of the Plattsburgh Shoe Buckles baseball team, COBALT Leg O'Shaughnessy. Welcome to the show, Mr. O'Shaughnessy.
Oh, please. Mr. O'Shaughnessy was my father. Call me Mr. Cobalt Leg O'Shaughnessy.
Okay. So to start off, why don't you tell the audience a bit about your career, you know, for those who might not have heard of you?
You mean to tell me there are people on this earth who don't know the great Cobalt Leg O'Shaughnessy? That's absurd. I was the best player in this here whole country. Even the great Bambino would quake in his boots when he had to face off against old Cobalt Leg.
Wow, very fascinating. So how did you get that iconic nickname, Cobalt Leg?
You would have someone on your show and you don't even know how they got their name? Shame on you, Mr. Recreation Gentleman.
First of all, it's Sportsman, okay? Why does everyone keep getting that name wrong?
Shush, you 21st century. I'll tell you how I got my name. One day, I stepped up to the plate against this rookie. This kid threw the fastest pitch I've ever seen. I mean, how is someone supposed to catch up to a 79-mile-an-hour fastball? But, for as quick as he threw, he was just as wild. Poor kid couldn't even find the strike zone and hurled the rock right at my shoe. The ball bounced off the buckle, knocking the polish clean off it. Eventually, the rust from the buckle caused my shoe to turn cobalt blue.
So that's how you got the name?
No. I got the name Cobalt because that's my favorite element, and, well, I like to kick people on the field.
So what was the whole point of that story about the shoe buckle then?
I do protest. You got somewhere better to be. I get paid $15,000 to play this game. So if either of us is wasting their time here, it's me, Buster.
$15K?
That's right. $7,500 to play and $7,500 to work in the lumber yard. I was the highest paid player in my day, and for good reason.
Yeah, but now the highest paid player is actually making $43 million per season.
Gee willikers. Who does he play for, the U.S. Treasury?
No, he plays for some guy named Steve.
Steve? Do you mean Steve from the regiment? I thought that guy was a lunatic wanting to put dog food in a can. I guess he had a smart noggin on his head after all.
Well, I hope he made his money before the market crashed.
The market did what now?
Yeah, after the war things were good, but then the market took a nosedive, causing the Great Depression.
But we get out of it eventually, right?
Well, it took a little bit of a while, but after World War II, we were pretty all right.
I'm sorry, did you say World War II?
I think I've said too much, so we're just going to end it here.
Oh, wait, you can't do this to me. You can't just end the show there. I need to send a telegraph back to my family and warn them.
A telegraph? You do know that you can just video chat people, with a smartphone, right?
Moving pictures? In your pocket? I think I need to leave.
All right, then. That's our show. Thank you all for watching, and a special thanks to the mysterious GSPN Overlord producer for giving me my job back. As always, I'm Jack Sportsman, and you've been watching Athletics Midpoint on GSPN. Hey, does someone know how to send a soul back in time? Can someone get Sydney? She would probably know how to get rid of him.
The war ends how?
All right, good show, everyone. And hey, Mr. GSPN Overlord, sir, if you can hear me in the control room, I just want to say thanks again for giving me my job back. I'm not sure why you did, but I really appreciate it.
Of course, Mr. Sportsman. You're a member of the GSPN family. Besides, I couldn't let a domino fall out of place that easily. After all, I've had big plans for you since day one, Mr. Sportsman. Or should I say, Benny.